Bagfuel, baby.
You just said you felt like
Joe
he
was giving you a lifeline.
Like he was giving you a lifeline, so you didn't mean that.
I didn't mean that shit. Shout out to Joe Biden. Now, I ain't gonna lie. He gotta like me, like, pause. Not on no gay shit, but he gotta feel some kind of way because that's how it started in the first place. Because I was getting cold. Like, I was cooling off. In the game, you know, you can cool off.
Fast.
And this nigga was like, fuck Saigon. That's when I had to fight with Mobb Deep and Prodigy. I'm gonna tell you how it started because I beat up Prodigy. I punched Prodigy.
Can we say R.I.P. first?
I don't be
You don't remember that? Oh,
niggas
he's
be
from
mad.
He's
Niggas
from
be
Queens.
mad at me because I don't be knowing about a lot. No, it ain't because of that.
So me, you don't remember me? I beat up.
Nah, I don't.
I heard about.
I don't.
It's on YouTube.
Yo,
so
but you don't feel no
Prodigy.
But you don't feel no type of way that being in Prodigy and I hear he dead. That we talking about? Did you beat him up?
The reason why I don't, and the reason why I don't, is because he wrote a book. Like when you, we all gonna be on one side of history when it's all said and done, right? Me, you, all of us.
Of course.
Like
yes.
what we do now, years from now, is gonna be who were they when they were here. I never mentioned that Prodigy shit, even though I look heroic because I punched you in front of 30 of your guys. When you wrote your book, because you immortalized me in your book as a coward. So when you put out My Infamous Life, that book, if my kids read that book and they don't know the real story, I look like a total coward in your book because some people are gonna believe it. They're like, oh, we kicked Saigon under the table and then we put a gun on it. And I'm like, bro, that's not what happened. I mean, regardless of who was, some people say I look like a sucker because I ran from 75 dudes. Fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna stay there and get my ass kicked from a mob of people. But at the same token, you know that every time interaction that we had, I was courageous and I was like, what's up? What you wanna do? And he was like, because of my image and because I'm Prodigy and Mobb Deep, I can't be like, yo, the nigga son me. And it's a bunch of these rap guys who be like, nah, because I gotta uphold the image, so I gotta keep, know what I mean? I can't tell the truth.
Yeah.
So what they did, that shit, me and Prodigy was friends before that. Me and Havoc was friends. Me and Havoc still friends. We were all friends. We just had a friendly scuffle and it was people around you, because a lot of them niggas roll deep.
A friendly scuffle?
Yeah, like
when do, I mean, I'm just saying, a friendly
It was a friendly
scuffle.
bro, we would have got past that shit, bro. If it wasn't for the internet, this is when the internet was starting to get big.
Yeah.
So this guy named Jordan Tower, who, y'all know who that
I
is?
remember JT.
Yeah, Jordan Tower is he was the original white man coming to fuck us up. Like, I'm gonna put black people against each other. He went and made a whole video that had nothing to do with that whole incident and be like, oh, God damn, I'm sorry, man. This is, fam, hurry up, bro. You fucking up the interview, cuz. Yeah, this nigga, I told this nigga what it was. Pawn cell, I'm sorry.
So, you were friends.
Me and Mobb,
Jordan Tower.
Jordan Tower is the one who, I don't know if he was trying to make good business with these guys, but he was like, if you look on the night that incident happened, before I even got home, I'm like, I just had to fight my friends. There's a video where they're like, we kicked Saigon under the table. We do it in this Jordan Tower Films. And when I finally got a chance to talk to Havoc and them, they was like, we ain't had nothing to do with that. So they're like, this nigga was trying to build up his channel at the time, and it just happened to be that this incident happened and he was there. So he made this whole elaborate thing like, oh, let's say that Mobb Deep pushed Saigon under a channel. Because I'm like, if that was them, they would have been like, nigga, we had a friendly scuffle, like I said. Friendly scuffle. And then True Life, shout out to True Life, my brother. All this shit stemmed from the Puerto Rican bandit. That nigga used to terrorize the whole industry. And True Life is the person that put me in the industry.
But I'm gonna be
familiar with True Life?
This is how real it is when you meet people a certain way, right? True Life probably wouldn't even remember this. I didn't even know that True Life was terrorizing people.
Oh, he was terrorizing.
But let me just say this. Let me just say this to you. Let me just say this.
Bro.
Y'all niggas,
nigga was the boogeyman.
Listen, I understand that now, and I understood it like kind of during that time. But when I met him, that's why I say when you meet people a certain way. I actually met people with Rock Wilder.
Yeah.
So they were actually coming to rap. and Rock Wilder is a nice guy.
Yeah.
So when people
So
was
it's
coming,
true.
so when True Life was coming to the studio to get beef
Nicest guy in the world.
with Bleak, they the
Yeah.
coolest dudes in the
But
entire
that's how
world.
he's like that.
Yo, I never knew until something went down, and then Clue was like,
Oh, they like this.
yeah,
Clue
but
and True is
but
playing
me and
Clue.
Clue, Clue my man. So
Yeah.
I said one day to Clue, I said, damn, son. I said, I used to be with True Life. I seen stuff too going on. I said, yo, I was just with True Life with Rock Wilder and Bleak in them in the studio. He's like, you ain't no True Life give it up like that? I said, no, nigga. He's like, yo, True Life is terrorizing. I said, damn, this was the night, yo, I'm telling you, like, yo, I got Bud, what you want. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
good,
we in the
best nigga in the
studio
world. Yeah,
chilling, word
best.
to my
You never
mother.
seen the video when True let the hammer off in the park.
Oh, that was.
Oh,
there
that,
it is.
never
There.
mind. I said it wrong.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said the first thing I said, I gotta look at it like maybe this dude really want me to win. Cause he might be like, yo, son, I'm gone. 50 does that to people sometimes.
Yeah.
50 be like, why? 50 did it to me. 50 called me a bum one time and publicly. And I'm like, damn. 50's different though. You gotta know. You gotta know, do I bite that bait or not? Cause that shit is slippery slope. Like, it could help or it could hurt. Like this nigga put me in the grass. So and he know why me and him, but for me and I love, he's a guy who helped me early in my career, who told me, yo, son, keep doing what you're doing, you got what it takes. And I was around with Smurf when they was recording in the basement. In your
Banging
hood.
Smurf.
Well, Bangum Smurf and them, yeah. Like when they was doing like when they was recording the second G on the mixtape, I was in there when he was doing the Love You Better. I was there when he
Really?
recorded that shit. And Sha Money BA, I was there like, oh shit, this nigga's about to. Cause he had his buzz in New York was just retarded. Like for a nigga that wasn't like, I'm like, this nigga had that. Every car you drove by in 2003 and 2002 was playing G
Playing
on it,
shit.
right? Yeah, you couldn't. The
Yeah.
Africans, so us, me, Pat, me, Murder, me, Mano, all of us, 2003, 2004, when we was trying to fuck with them Africans to get our music, cause those was
Amadou, man.
Those was our Amadou.
Amadou
Those
was
was
on,
the guys.
yo, bro.
Those was our distributors. So if they fucked with your music, you know it was gonna get around New York, cause they're bootlegging, and we act like we ain't like them, but we love them niggas. We love the bootleggers, cause if they bootleg that, it means people. It was,
Get your
it was
music.
a demand.
If you was
Yeah,
at
it was a
Amadou's
demand.
spot,
Yeah.
everybody in the city was gonna have
Yeah,
you. They like, Amadou got it.
Yeah, Amadou got
that
it.
means it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
They broke Dipset. They broke
Yeah.
Dipset and fucking G on the streets.
I think Jimmy mentioned that, or it was Jimmy or Shice Bubs that talked
Oh yeah,
to
Shice Bub will he'll tell you the truth. Like all them niggas, Duke the God, them niggas understood.
I'm good.
They understood.
Thank you, man.
They understood the African distribution.
Yo, S,
So-
it was different, man. Like I would just see them come and bring the boxes of DVD to African like this, send the block of money.
That's why they started getting raided. They was making
the
drama.
money
Drama
was
and them
ret-
niggas was making so much money. The feds came.
It didn't make sense, bro.
They was because they was like, and they whole shit was, oh, you don't have the rights to use this music. So
Copyright
now,
infringement.
yeah, that's what copyright infringement. Yeah, since when the feds come for that? Like, nigga, I ain't selling no crack. This is
Copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement. So you don't have the right. They got raided.
Besides, like, think about the money you was getting off the
I was
mixtapes. and
killing
shit.
it. Gotti's the one that introduced us. Remember Gotti from Worked at the Source? Little white kid, Gotti. That's how I met you. So Gotti used to do Unsung Hype.
Yeah.
White kid with braids. He used to call his name was Gotti. He worked at the Source. He did Unsung Hype. That's how I got in Unsung Hype. That's how me and Benzino, fucking Benzino. Like I got a story.
Yo, kid, go for all. It's been a long time since we spoke, man.
So that was back then. I don't know if you remember. That's how I met you in Dutch, because he was like, yo, these kids want to interview. I'm like, I'm taking any interview. I just did 7 years in prison. Like I came home from jail, like I
You
wrote
was
all these
different,
raps.
though. You was more guarded,
Yeah,
too. You was ready to fuck
I was in
niggas up
jail.
during it.
Came home like, that's where the yard father shit come from.
Yeah, the
It was
yard
called me
father.
the yard father because came from the yard to literally, my friend met somebody who knew somebody and who was in the industry. So them niggas came to pick me up from jail, like, let's see what you got, nigga. And I had been in jail since I'm 15 years old. So I'm like, nigga, all I know how to do is rap and thug it out. So when Maine I knew Maine, all them niggas had from jail, we all was jail babies. Like when Maine came home after me. So I kind of like showed Maine a little bit like, nigga, we could do it. Us jail niggas, bro, we not supposed to be here, but we can come in here and make a way. And Maine just came on some bully bullshit.
How frustrating is
that's
that?
Clue. Clue, I tried to bully Clue one time. He wasn't having it. Nah, Clue wasn't having it. Clue wasn't having it. I ain't gonna front. He was like, what the fuck make you think you could make me play your song? Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas don't even think he would talk like, but he talk
He
like
G-checked me. He
talk
was like,
like
yeah,
that.
Clue, Clue G-checked me. But I'm like, I was like, all right. Because I was like, nigga, or else. Play my shit or else. He was like, I ain't playing it. I was like, you want the or else? He was like, nigga. Nah, but shout out to Clue. It's funny to see him and True work so close together because I'm like,
Why you say that?
I was Future. Because between me and you, me, True, we hated all the DJs. Like us as artists,
I hated
we
DJs.
hated all these niggas who wasn't playing
Play
because
my
we
shit.
was the underdogs type niggas. We was coming up on we came up in New York in 04, 05,
That was
or early.